This is real good content. We should actually just drop this. I don't give a. I can't keep on losing you. Hey. This is how I felt when you were going, Sammy. This is it.
How many mistakes do it take till you leave when I'm left with my hand on my face?
This is me.
Like,
wait! I can't keep on losing you.
So complicated.
Yeah, that was me. Missed you, Sammy.
I can keep on losing. Glad to be back.
Ooh. Wait, right here, right. Wait, let it rock. Wait.
Let it rock.
I just need that like one more part right here. Tell me, baby. Hey. Wait, right here, wait. Complicated, got me frustrated. Everything you night keep you waiting. That's some new shit. Okay, we reuniting. Hey, man, this is us right now. This is our song. This is our song, Sammy. All right. That's our song.
That's
now.
a bob.
That's our song now.
Damn.
You and me. It's like our. Yeah.
I can keep on losing you.
Yeah, we have to play that for like all significant like anniversaries. When do we become friends?
Today is our actually friend anniversary on Facebook. Did you see that?
No.
It popped up on mine.
Shut up.
I swear to God. It said 12 years of friendship with Samuel. I swear to God. I was like, how do we know we're potting today? Special day.
Are you shitting me?
I swear to God, I don't know how to bring it back up.
Wow. All right. No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was not aware.
There it is.
Wow. Yeah. 12 years on Facebook.
On Facebook. Right?
Huh. Wow.
Happy friend anniversary.
Happy friend.
Cheers.
Is that why you left me?
I can keep on losing you.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah, you try to replace me though.
No,
Cootie's in the house.
No, wait, for intro time. Intro. Welcome all to episode number 19 of the What Are We Even Talking About podcast. I am your host, Izzy, here with
finally the best host in the world has come back home.
Yes.
Sammy. And the millions and millions.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. How are you? It's been a while.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a while.
I saw the last episode. Cootie was on it.
Yeah.
You try to replace me.
I had no choice. Believe me, that was like plan Z.
And you.
I almost resorted to like having Mason on the pod. It would have been me and a 6-year-old talking for an hour.
Cootie's in the house. I see your jive ass like glass, motherfucker. I'm crazy as a motherfucking fox. You slum dwelling, scum sucking, slug ass motherfucker. You on my spot flash? You can't get it because you ain't got
it. Yeah. This feels good. This feels right. We're back to potting at normal hours, appropriate times. It's crazy. I said, "Yo, Sammy, pull up for like 5-ish."
And I came around 5-ish.
Sammy came around 5-ish. I said, "Y'all want to start potting around 6-ish?"
We're potting around 6-ish.
We're potting around 6-ish. This is insane.
What a concept.
What a concept. I've taken you for granted. I appreciate you.
You don't
Sammy.
appreciate things until you lose them.
You know what? Yeah.
That's saying cliche, but it's a real thing.
No,
right?
yeah. You really don't know what you got till it's gone. And man, I'm glad
to be back. My seat is warm.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, Cootie. Yeah,
Cootie with the booty.
Cootie with the booty. Big booty Cootie.
Big booty Cootie.
Big booty Cootie over there.
Kept my seat warm. I appreciate you. Hey, Cootie, I just want to say thank you so much for stepping up and doing this job. And I think you did a great job.
People hate Cootie. the people hate Cootie. Like, there are people who just So some people who are like, nah, hate's a strong word. There's some people like, yo, nah, I don't. He ain't the one. Like,
Oh, stop.
I also think though, like having, I think it gave people an appreciation of like our dynamic
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, like nah, like I really enjoy Izzy and Sammy, like that duo. So like changing the dynamic. I mean, Cootie, no, but hey, man, you came, you know, it's check out Cootie on Cootie, the podcast that Cootie does. What's it called again? What's it called? All right, yeah. Hopefully the mic caught the name. Nah, check out Cootie on the pregame podcast.
Speaking of, before we move on to another podcast, I just have a lot to say.
Oh.
There's a lot that I need to get off my chest real quick. And before I do that, one second.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, okay, he's prepared. He's grabbing. He's got a book. What does he have? What does he have? Oh. All right.
I've got a lot to say.
Okay.
All right. We're talking about podcasts.
Yes, we are.
Right. A little birdie told me that there's a new podcast in town.
There's a bunch.
There's a bunch.
There's
but there's this new one, right? And I heard about it in your last podcast with Cootie.
Yes.
A Tribe Called Saying.
A Tribe Called Saying.
Right? And shout out to you guys, all right? Much love to you. But you did something. You disrespected us.
Yeah.
One thing you don't do is you don't run your shows the same night we run our shows.
You don't come. Yo, stay away from Monday night.
Stay away from Monday nights. We respect you and we love you, but that you just don't do that.
You don't come to Monday.
I'm not only disappointed. No, but I'm embarrassed for you. And one thing that Izzy did in the last episode, and I saw the episode and I was like, power move by Izzy. Big dog move. He mentioned your podcast. He said, hey, he sent our fans over to your podcast.
Yeah.
Watch them. You know what that means? He doesn't see you as competition.
You're not.
We're playing chess, not checkers.
Hey.
A Tribe Called Saying.
Go check out. Yeah. Look at that. What do you know? What do you know?
Don't run on Mondays. This is your warning. You started a Monday night war.
So, yeah.
This is on you.
Yeah, you boys, hey, move to Tuesdays are open.
Move to Tuesdays.
Go to Tuesdays.
While out Wednesday. Do Wednesday.
Thursdays. Y'all are young.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. Y'all get freaky.
Saying Saturday.
Saying Saturday. Whoa, Tribe Sundays?
Tribe Sundays.
You know, yo, we're doing the marketing for y'all right now.
Listen, you did this to yourself. You started the Monday Night Wars. This is it.
This is it. It.
Love you guys.
Hey, much love.
Much love.
Barely.
Make sure to watch their podcast.
After you watch ours.
Another thing.
Finish this episode.
We'll finish this episode. But another thing I want to get off my chest.
And another thing.
Before we move on, while I have my drinky drink, there's two guys that I want to address. Okay?
Oh, we're airing out the block today.
Oh yeah. The head of the table. Ooh.
Oh yeah, we airing them out. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm a newly Roman Reigns guy.
Yeah, as you should be.
There's two guys I want to address. We started this group a long time ago. It's a Facebook group. It's called the Varsity Club. Okay?
Secret group. You've never heard of it.
You never heard of it. Only the elite are in there.
Only the elite.
All right?
Finest of the finest. And Cootie.
There's two guys that I want to address because you lost sight of who you are.
Big time.
Two guys, Phil and Andre. I'm calling you two guys out because you forgot where you came from.
Yeah.
You guys were the underdog. And I'm sorry to come off this way because I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go a little CM Punk tonight.
Do your thing.
I'm going to go a little CM Punk tonight.
Hey, Dre might be vegan, but you're bringing the beef to that man today.
Hey, I want to sit crisscross applesauce on this table right now and call you guys out because I like you. It's not that I don't like you. I like you guys.
We even respect you.
But you guys lost sight of who you guys are.
Big time.
You guys aren't the underdog. You guys are in there. Every time someone has an opinion, you want to run them down.
Suckers.
And because their opinion doesn't match yours, they're automatically wrong.
Suckers.
I don't like that.
Big no.
Have you heard of a paradigm shift? We're going to change that. We're going to shake things around here. Okay?
That's what we do.
You guys, I'm going to go a little CM Punk. I'm going to quote CM Punk tonight. Like the Red Sox who say they're the underdogs. Like the Bruins, who think they're the underdog.
Nope. You become what you hate.
Like your Boston Celtics, are they the underdog? You, Phil, and Andre became everything you hate.
Bunch of hipsters.
Bunch of hipsters. You're no longer the underdog. You are the New York Yankees.
I love the Yankees. This is me. Hi, it's me, Izzy.
And I'm talking for the little guys that don't have the balls to stand up to you two when you guys run their opinion down to the ground. Because there's a lot of yes men in that group. Yes, Phil. Yes, Andre. Whatever you say, guys. I'm going to change things. And I would love to have you two on this podcast one day as guests, because there's one opinion that is a fact. And that is that Edge is not top 10.
Nah.
Edge is not top 10.
Nah.
Adam Copeland is not top 10.
Nah.
So we need to discuss that.
Big time.
That's it. That's all I had to say. Also, Pierre told me to say all this. No, I'm kidding. Love you guys.
Yo. Oh my God.
All right, I'm done.
Pierre St. Francisco. Is that his full name? Is that what it is? Cootie, is that what it is? Is it St. Francisco? Okay. Okay, yeah. St. Francisco, Louis. Okay. Yeah, that guy.
I figured I'd get that out my chest now because they probably only watch 10 minutes of our podcast anyway.
You know what?
Top guys. These guys, cool guys. Ooh, NWO, top guys.
Yeah. So they're probably tuning off right now.
Yeah.
So thanks for the view, fellas. Thanks for the view.
Thanks.
Thanks for the view. Hope you stuck around for the ad. So, how are you?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man.
You're feeling good? Feeling great?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, man. Just came back from Hawaii.
So, all right, let's go in chronological order. First, Hawaii.
Yes.
So Hawaii, that's when, because we knew about the Hawaii trip.
Yeah.
We knew that you were going to be away
Yep.
for an extended amount of time.
Yep.
We filmed an episode in advance. That was the episode where Cootie was the special guest.
Yes.
Tell me about Hawaii.
Hawaii was lit. First of all, I want to tell you guys that Hawaii is 11 hours long. That's the time it takes to get there.
Oh, I thought you were okay. I thought it was like
Not
the
like
length of
the length of
the
Hawaii.
length of Hawaii is like
No.
it's like 11 hours long. I was just
Yeah.
like, what are you traveling on? Are you running that? What is it? It's like Google Maps. And
Yeah.
you like, you ever done that? Where you like look up something on Google Maps and you accidentally leave like it's on walking.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I forgot what. I think it was like almost like a day. I
Yeah,
think it was.
just like walk it.
Yeah. But it takes 11 hours to get there. Hawaii is legit. Like everything's photoshopped.
It
Like,
looks ridiculous.
photoshopped. You know what I mean? Like it's unreal.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about like what I did there. Like we went on a boat. We saw turtles. There's fucking turtles just living in their fucking ecosystem, just vibing.
Yeah.
You know, super lit. We went to tide pools.
Huh.
So we had to like hike up a mountain.
Yeah.
And then once we got like towards the top, on the other side we had to hike down the mountain, which is very dangerous. And on the bottom there were tide pools. And that was cool. When we were leaving, we saw this helicopter come to rescue 3 people because they got stuck on the mountain.
Wow.
Yeah, they went the wrong way. They got stuck.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Hard pass.
hard pass. But yeah, Hawaii's pretty fucking chill, man. I recommend going if you got the money. That shit's very expensive.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And then I came back from Hawaii,
Yep.
and I was supposed to do a podcast with you.
We do a podcast.
We do a podcast together, and I got a call. They said, "Hey, not today, Bucko. You got a 4-day trip." So I had to go to work, and that's why Cootie filled in for me.
So tell me about the trip. Tell me where did you go? What did you do? There was a hilarious moment in your, I think you posted it on your stories, where it was just like a messy, like someone left there like the aisle, just like
Dude, all right. So this part of the trip. So I was on a 4-day trip. This was day 3 because I was heading from Newark to Miami, and the Miami crowd is always crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to Miami. They're ready to party.
Yeah.
Right. There was this family, husband and wife, and their 3 kids who were wild the entire plane ride, screaming, not crying, just like screaming. And You know, they didn't give a shit. They left like cookies and chips all over the ground and stickers and crayons, and it's up to the parents to clean up after them, obviously, and they just didn't give a fuck. They just got up and left. And it was crazy. And then all the way in the back, adults were drinking. They left all of their nips, and you're not supposed to drink on the plane. That's illegal. They were sneaky about it, but to disrespect us, they left little nips, empty nip bottles for a little surprise ski. Yeah.
Love that.
Love that. So
Love that.
That Miami crowd is always crazy, man, and I never look forward to it. But I get a Miami layover, so I got to stay there, and I went out with my crew. And Miami is wild right now.
Yeah,
it is.
I've seen
super packed.
Yeah,
like no rules. Like Florida. Florida's Florida. It's its own entity. It was crazy.
What's worse for you? The Miami flight crowd?
Yeah.
Or the DR flight crowd?
Ooh, no. I'm gonna go Miami. This is an easy question because Miami crowd, they're all how do you say
Imbeciles?
Imbeciles, but they're of the light-skinned variety.
Yes.
And you have to talk to them proper.
Yes.
With the Dominican crowd, you can talk to them however. I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
So I can be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can. Dominicans know how to take that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they give it, and then they can also take it.
Exactly.
So you can talk to them however you want.
Yeah.
You know, so it's easier for me. It is as messy and it's wild.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that I can talk to them the way
you want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's that. And now I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, brother. You went to the sex museum.
I was in New York for the weekend. New York was fun. Was there for the weekend. Went to the sex museum. I stayed in Manhattan. Went to Queens. So I went to like where I grew up.
Yeah. And
like I haven't been there in a few years. So it was like super dope being over there. Visited Woodside, Queens. Went to Brooklyn. And I got a tattoo.
He got a fucking tattoo. And it's not just a regular tattoo.
Yeah.
No, there's a story behind that.
Yeah. So went to Brooklyn. It's a little gumball machine in Brooklyn. And $100, you get a token. You spin the little wheel gimmick.
There.
Whatever comes out in the gumball, you get a tattoo.
That's lit.
Yeah. So I have myself a little flying cherry on my leg.
Which you showed me, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
The tattoo artist.
He's really good.
He's legit.
Yeah. He's really good.
Like he's really good, so it was like worth it. Like it was really nice.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good. So, yeah,
that was cool. That's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
That's good. Like that's a story. Like you're all in the summer, you're wearing shorts. What's that tattoo? Here's the story. It was out of a gumball machine.
Yeah. It was dope.
Cool story.
It was dope. So did that. Got some great food. Because while I was out there, my hotel was next to Koreatown, Manhattan.
Oh, shit.
So I got some Korean barbecue, which was always so good. It's different than the Korean barbecue that we had here.
Really? How different?
Yes. So
I also had Korean in Hawaii, but it was very similar to what we have here. So
it was like the all you can eat.
Yeah, it's very similar.
So like the one that I had in New York, it wasn't all you can eat. So they just you're really just paying for the meat, and then they're bringing you all the sides with it.
Gotcha.
So they're giving you a good portion regardless of it. So you just can't try different meats. On the table, it's an open fire on your table in front of, like in the middle.
Oh shit!
It's an open fire, and they cook the meat for you.
Oh, so it's kind of like fusion, like hibachi fusion.
Yeah,
type?
it's kind of like a hibachi fusion. Like they go, so like had like beef, so like they cooked it like all in front of you.
Word.
And then they leave it like in the perimeter of the dish.
And you
so
kind of just
and then you just pull it and do your thing. It was so good. It was so good.
Damn.
So you don't have to go through the trouble of trying to cook all the meat or anything like that.
Yeah.
They take care of that. That was dope. And then I had something that I think you would love.
What was it?
You would love it. I don't know how to properly pronounce it. It's Korean. I think it's called dakgalbi or something like that.
Okay, what is that?
So it's the equivalent to like it's that same it's that same approach of like family style cooking. Like we're gonna put a big dish of food in the middle of you, and you're all gonna like pick at it.
Yeah.
So this is like a giant like stir fry. You pick what meat you want in the stir fry, and normally like if you want it to like what they put is like it'd be like all of your meat on the side, and running through the middle, you see like a thick like white. It looks like rice.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought it was rice, bro. Cheese.
What?
Yeah, cheese in the middle.
Surprise, cheese.
Cheese.
Damn.
So what they do is, so you literally like, between everyone, you're literally like grabbing a piece of meat, wrapping it in cheese, and eating it.
Get the fuck out. That's heaven.
Yeah. And then what they do is like, once you're like done with like the meat and the cheese, like, so like, let's say if it's like a group of like, I don't know, 5 of us, whatever, we have this giant stir fry pot between us.
Yeah.
And we're just all picking at it, nonstop eating through it. What they do when you get to like the bottom of it, when you're like almost done, they take the whole pot, they throw rice in it, and then they like mix it all up with rice and like seaweed and like sesame oil or whatever, and they take the remaining bits of cheese and chicken and beef and whatever you had in there, and they make fried rice.
It's a whole nother meal.
And it's a whole nother meal. And then it's a whole nother meal.
That's so fucking lit.
Dude, it's a whole nother meal.
Damn, that's lit.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is 2 meals.
And this was in Brooklyn?
Yeah. No. This was in Manhattan. This was in Manhattan. Yeah.
Damn.
This was in Manhattan now.
Damn.
This was in Koreatown.
Shit.
So good.
That's awesome.
You would love that. You would go nuts for that.
Definitely want to try that.
Yeah, you would really go nuts for that shit right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
That sounds
was
like a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good, relaxing little weekend away. Nothing cray.
But
it's you need yeah.
I need to do it. Yeah.
You sometimes, and honestly, I think that's what I'm trying to do a better job of. Trying to do a better job of just like getting away.
Yeah.
Removing myself a little bit.
You have to.
Even for something small,
You
you just gotta kind of keep. I'm trying to be consistent with that.
Dude, Love that for you. Love this journey for you.
Yeah, right? Like this is a good year for me.
It's a good year for you.
This is a good year for me.
I love that.
And I think so when I was thinking about, because like you mentioned, it's like, it's like a hibachi fusion.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about, because I went to hibachi maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And it was funny, the same day that I went to hibachi, one of the guys also went to hibachi, different place.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go where I go. I don't, you don't.
Please.
Yeah. I keep my places. Yeah. Don't worry about where I'm at. Just enjoy your hibachi. But he was like, yo, like he went. He was like, yeah, like I've never done hibachi. I've never been to hibachi before. I was like, really? He goes, yeah. He's like, that shit was crazy. It was a fire. Like,
and they do all the tricks and the acrobatics and the sake.
He was like, yo, that shit was crazy.
It's lit.
And then I just started thinking about, because he's Dominican, so I'm like, yeah, like I'm sure it's not a thing that he's like good. It's not something that we would come across growing up. And it just made me think of just like, damn, like there's so much random wild types of like foods and like experiences.
Yeah.
I'm sure you and fucking in Hawaii is just like random different types of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like we don't experience that all the time. You got to get out there and like experience new foods. Yeah. And experience like the new like random, like what we view as random.
Exactly. And I'm like new to that because I'm always, as you know, every time we go out, what do I get? Buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks and bullshit. But I'm starting to like go out there and try new things, because when I was out there, I had like the sushi and the poke.
Poke is good. Yeah. I've had poke before.
It's really good. It's really good.
I've had poke. Poke is really good.
I've had other stuff out there that I can't even pronounce, so I'm gonna not say it because I'll butcher it. But it's really good. There's a lot of good stuff out there. You just have to try it. Yeah. Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah. What's up with your hat?
This whole thing? This whole thing?
For those watching on YouTube, Sammy's wearing a fucking...
I lost my brim.
It's a dad hat with no brim. And it's a skull. Like Oh, okay.
It's
We'll leave it.
make
we'll
it
leave
fashion, baby.
No, we'll leave it.
Make
we'll
it
leave
fashion.
We will leave it. We will leave that.
All right.
What are we even talking about?
What are we talking about?
God, I missed you last week.
Ah!
God, I missed you.
What are we
Cootie, you're
talking
great.
about?
You're great, Cootie. You're great on other podcasts.
Oh, and you get gifts too, right? You get a gift.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
get a
I gotta
gift?
make. Yeah, I gotta make.
Right?
I gotta make some gifts of Cootie from the
Yeah,
2
some
episodes
cootie
he was
gifts.
on.
Yeah, I could rock with some cootie gifts.
Yeah, little demon time
Yeah.
gifts.
Oh.
I'll make a little demon time gift for
Oh,
Cootie.
and you have two episodes back to back, like Drake.
Yeah, I'll make some. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna name it that. Cootie,
I know.
so
I
relax.
said it on purpose because
So
you wanted it
relax.
so bad.
So relax. All right, I do the episode naming. It's part of. It's in the contract. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what do we have?
What do we have? All right,
on
so
the topic list.
yeah, so let's talk about a couple of things
Yeah.
that I didn't end up talking about with Cootie because he totally derailed the last episode. So get into a couple of things there. News.
Yeah.
Don't want to spend too much time on this, but we did get the verdict, the Derek Chauvin verdict happened. So I think more so glad the verdict happened. Glad it went down the way it did. Felt a little bit of like, it was weird to like, yo, like I felt hesitant of like, yo, like are they really gonna find him guilty? And then it kind of made me think, damn, like this is what it takes. Like you have to have this much evidence and this much stuff.
So I didn't know. So they found him.
Oh
they
yeah,
found him
because
guilty.
you've been away.
Yeah. So I'm not.
Okay.
I've been
so,
away. I don't know. So
yes.
They found him guilty.
Yes. So he was found guilty for the murder of George
Shit.
Floyd. Yeah.
Oh yes. I knew that.
Yes.
Because that was the same day that Ma'Khia Bryant.
Yes.
She was the same exact day that she got shot.
Yes. Same day.
Okay. Yes. I knew
Same
that.
day.
Okay.
So it literally not even just same day, same time the verdict came. Like as the verdict.
That's crazy.
Like as the verdict. Like I remember, as the verdict came, that story broke.
Oh, it was within minutes.
Yeah, like it was like,
Yeah.
yo, like this happened at the same time.
Jesus Christ. So Ma'Khia Bryant, she was 16 years old. She was wielding a knife in the fight. But
Yeah.
She was the one who called the cops, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was either her or her mom.
Yeah.
Like, but
So somebody
like,
called the cops. I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about it. I don't know what was happening. All I know is somebody called the cops. She or her mom called the cops. Cop got there. He shot her 4 times.
yeah, because she was wielding a knife and like going to
Yeah.
attack the other girl. I think this is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Like, I think the part that's fucked up about this is that there are people who believe that like, yo, you know, it's the cop. Like the cop is showing up, and that's what the cop is seeing when he arrives. And I understand that perspective. I understand that perspective. I do. I understand the perspective of a cop showing up and needing to disarm someone to save someone else's life.
Okay.
I understand that perspective. I don't know if I understand 4 shots.
Definitely not 4 shots. Also, give a warning shot. Hit her in the leg.
It could be
injure her.
It could be because I would have like I think for me, yeah, if it was like 1 shot and
She's gonna stop. She just got shot.
yeah, but like that's what I mean is like, yo, it shouldn't be 4 shots.
Yeah,
that's my thought on it. I understand what the counter argument is.
Yeah.
Of like, well, he needs to save the other girl's life. Like that's his job as an officer, and he can use deadly force if needed for that. Whatever. Cool. I'm not hearing arguments about how you need 4 shots for that.
And I've seen like instances where, and I hate to do this, but when it was a white person,
Yeah.
and they used
A taser.
Either a taser or their verbal tactics,
Yeah.
where they talk them out of the situation.
Dude. I've seen cops take down groups of large men with tasers,
Yeah.
drop these brothers to the ground with a taser.
Man. It doesn't have to be lethal.
And I'm like, yo, like you're gonna tell me that you couldn't take down a 16-year-old girl and disarm her?
Yeah.
Ah,
Doesn't take 4 shots.
I
Doesn't
don't
take 4
know,
shots.
brother. I don't know.
Warning.
So-
Even I can respect a warning shot to the air.
And
You know, she's gonna scatter. It's a
Exactly.
gunshot. Or if you're gonna shoot her, maybe in the leg, somewhere where she's not gonna die. You know, just like to
just to stop her.
Stop her.
Your goal is to stop her.
to stop her, not kill her.
Exactly. But hey, we'll see how that one plays out. Next thing on the list to talk about that we didn't talk about in the episode that Cootie ruined. Did you see Mortal Kombat yet?
I saw Mortal Kombat.
I have not seen I have not seen it yet.
No,
I haven't seen it yet.
you haven't seen it.
So I think
had enough time, Izzy.
Okay.
And you have HBO Max.
Okay, I know I do.
Watch it.
Okay, I've been away.
I've been away.
I've been away.
Out here getting yadded.
Yeah, but like, so what just give me, I guess, your rating on it.
Here's my rating, and here's what people are saying.
Because I've seen a lot of people trashing it.
They're trashing it because, okay, I saw this meme where it's like, what do you expect? Viola Davis to be in this movie? Because they're trashing it for the fucking acting.
Okay.
It's Mortal Kombat. It's not Pursuit of Happiness. What do you want, fucking Will Smith, Denzel? Like, no, you want blood, you want gore. Okay, that's what you're looking for in Mortal Kombat. I personally liked it. They're not going to give you everything. These people who are talking shit, they wanted everything off the bat. They thought this was the only movie. No, they're starting a universe.
Okay.
Right? Oh. That's what they I guess they didn't know that this was happening. They're starting a universe. In this movie, they did not get to the Mortal Kombat tournament. Because they're building to it.
All right, well, I still got to watch it.
But just so you know, you're not going to get the tournament. They're building to it.
Okay.
All right? So you're not going to get everything. It's an action movie. The acting is what it is. Okay? It's fine. I liked it. I got hella notes. I can't even talk about it.
All right, I'm
going to save these notes for when you watch it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. And there's going to be some things and like Easter eggs that you see, you're going to be like,
all right, I got to check it out.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got to check it out now. Because I think that's what I was waiting for, like a viable source to tell me to like watch it.
You can't go in there and be like, you're expecting fucking the movie Fences with Denzel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's an action movie. It's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go in there with an open mind and have fun with it. And that's it. Because it is what it is.
What's the movie with Denzel that everyone hated again?
Don't know.
The one that came out more recently. What was it?
Oh shit! I did see that.
It
was with Denzel and Jared Leto.
Yeah, Little Things.
Little Things.
That shit was terrible.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah.
It was boring.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just a random thought.
Yeah. Just go in there with an open mind, and it's an action movie. You're gonna like some of the action. You're gonna be like,
look at the
thing. They do that thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
We'll talk about that.
All right. So other things to be watched. Well, first, let's talk about the WWE's Most Wanted Treasures show.
Yes.
Yo, Cootie, have you watched the show? All right, cool.
You're a liar. You're a liar. Where do you watch it?
Yeah, right.
Where do you watch it? Nope, wrong.
Yeah, no,
A&E.
it's not on Peacock, sucker. It's not. No, you didn't watch it, Cootie.
It's on A&E.
Cootie, if there's anything that this audience has learned in the last 2 episodes, is that you're a liar. Okay. You're a liar and you a cheat.
You a lie.
And we don't want you
a
no
cheat.
And we don't want you no more.
I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you.
Yo, so I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to trash this show so bad when I first heard about it.
Nah, man, it's really good.
No, but like it's so good. Like I saw the first 2 episodes. It is so good.
Well, it's because we're used to WWE's like trash, like gimmick television.
Yeah, yo, it's so good.
This is good, man. So what this show is so it's called WWE Most Wanted. It's on A&E, and they're in search for their lost memorabilia.
Yeah,
right.
And it's so crazy as far as just like the stories of like how the memorabilia gets to other people.
I saw the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, so the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Love the Mick Foley episode.
Yes.
And he was just like, yeah, like we're trying to find like the original T-shirt. It's like,
yeah.
I don't have it.
They were looking for the Cactus Jack flannel.
The red flannel.
The red flannel. They were looking for the original Mr. Sacco.
The original Mr. Sacco and the original brown Mankind shirt.
Mankind shirt. Yeah. And then they have to negotiate with these collectors.
Yeah. And they have to like buy it off the collector.
They have to buy it all, and it's never easy. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's a good show.
Shout out to the guy who had Mr. Sacco.
Yeah,
because he said, "I don't even want money." He said, "I don't want money."
That's he's like a huge fan.
Yeah, he was just like, "Yo, like what you've done for this business. Yeah. Like, I don't want money.
I owe you."
Yeah, and he was just like, He's like, you guys can have it. It's like, can I bring my kids over?
That's it.
It's like, yo, like if you could spend some time with me and my kids and watch some wrestling, y'all can have it.
That's it. So he brought his kids in. They watched some wrestling. They had a good time. The other
Dude.
two guys, they wanted money. They wanted
everything.
extra shit.
Oh, yeah.
One of the guys, they got money and they got
a tour.
A tour. The other guy got money and a pizza party.
Yep.
With Mick Foley, and Vince McMahon bought the pizza and chips and soda or whatever.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wild.
It's crazy. It's super crazy. Love that. Then the Kane and Undertaker episode.
That was good.
That was so good.
That was
like
my favorite.
That
so
was
far.
so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, like
the one thing that I didn't know is that Kane had a that gimmick.
oh yeah, his like first gimmick.
What was it? I wrote that on my notes. It was a Unabomb.
Unabomb. Yeah.
His original gear. He still had it, and he obviously sold it to them, but I didn't know.
Yeah, the Unabomb gimmick and then the original, like the old Kane mask. Yeah, that was just
really
so
good.
so good. Undertaker. Yeah. Ah, goodness.
Definitely watch it. There's that episode, and then the following one was I think Jerry Lawler. I didn't watch that one yet, so
I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah.
The big item on that episode is I'm interested to see it because I'm just like, how the hell did this guy get this?
Yeah.
It was a guy who had Jerry Lawler's fucking T-shirt from the night that Jerry Lawler had his cardiac arrest on Raw.
No.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get that?
So like the dude, he like, yo. So like this dude, so yeah.
That's very specific. Like very like,
yo.
That's wild.
Super wild. So like, they put out the teaser clip
Yeah.
of the episode, and you see, like Jerry Lawler's going into this guy's house, and like this guy has mad memorabilia, all like a whole bunch of Jerry Lawler shit. He's a big Lawler fan. It might be in Memphis. He's a big Lawler guy, right? And he then he references the shirt. He's like, I think he says something along the lines of like, you know what that is, right? And then Jerry goes, I saw it out the corner of my eye, but I was afraid to look at it. And I was like, yo,
that's a hard situation to be in.
Yo, and like he literally goes like, yeah, like. And the guy says, like, yeah, like, I call it the shirt that Jerry Lawler died in.
This is the shirt that he died in. Yeah.
This is the shirt that he died in. Yo. And I'm like, yo, this like, how do you have that shirt? Like,
how do you get it? Like,
how do you get that shirt?
I want to know, like, what was...
Yeah, like, I just need to know what's the timeline that you end up with that shirt. Because it's not like that shit went to auction afterwards.
No.
Like, that wasn't auctioned off or some shit. Like, that's like... The dude died in that shirt. That's not being auctioned.
I wasn't as excited to watch that one. That's why I didn't. But I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I want to see that. That alone made me like, I need to see this episode.
I need to see that episode.
Because I just need. I think for me, it's just how did he get the shirt?
So random. So random.
Like he went to the hospital in that shirt.
Yeah.
So like, how did you get it? I gotta see the episode.
It's on A&E.
A&E.
And you can watch it for free. Just type in ane.com or some shit.
You can only watch the first 2 episodes for free right now.
Okay.
The third one, so I actually did try to watch the Jerry Lawler one yesterday. And it was like, you have to sign in. Oh. And I was like, oh, you fuckers are good.
You let me watch 2 hours of this shit.
You fuckers are good. Because now you know I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's how they get you.
If you want to watch the Mankind and the Undertaker and Kane one that we watched, then...
Yeah, those are free on there. I don't know if there's like maybe like they're waiting and then after like a week they'll put the other one on there for free, but yeah, it's currently not free. They're playing games with me.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they got me.
I'm
hooked.
I'm hooked. I'm hooked as fuck. I'm mad hooked. And so now let's talk about it.
Before we move on, do we want to stay on this topic?
What are you feeling?
Yeah, let's talk about because it's very easy. We get it out the way. Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just stay wrestling.
Yo, all right, yeah. So Kenny Omega winning the Impact World Title.
Yeah.
He's also the AEW World Champion.
That's 2.
And he's also the AAA.
That's 3.
World Champion. For those who don't know, those are like 3 of maybe like the 5 biggest wrestling companies in the world.
In the world, it's huge.
Like 3 of the 5.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that way. But
It doesn't happen ever.
right?
Because normally I think the reason why it doesn't happen is because realistically speaking, if your champion came to my promotion and won our title, it's kind of like saying, "Yo, your promotion is better than mine."
There was a thing I saw today. It was Booker T. He said, Kenny Omega winning the Impact title does nothing for TNA and does everything for AEW.
100%.
Right? Because he's originally he's an AEW.
Yeah, he's there.
He's their guy.
He's their guy. He's signed to AEW.
And then for him to go over to Impact and take their title, there's nothing for them.
It doesn't. It literally just means, yo, like it's the equivalent to if you remember the like when WWE bought WCW.
Yeah.
What did they do with all of the WCW championships? They had WWE guys win all of them.
Yeah, and then they were second tier titles.
And then they were second tier titles, but it was more so like it proved the point that it's like, no, like we're better than y'all.
Yeah.
So when Booker T came over as the heavyweight champion, what happened? He lost that heavyweight title to The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock took that off of him.
Yep.
Almost to prove, A, WWE is better than WCW.
Yep.
Like that's how you prove it.
Yep.
So, yeah, like I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the end game is here.
Exactly, but right now he's a fucking living legend. He's doing everything.
The belt collector.
He's the belt collector,
as they call him.
They call him the belt collector.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, they say he calls himself the belt collector.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Andrade Cien Almas just got released from the WWE. He announced that he will be wrestling Kenny Omega for that AAA title at Triple Mania.
Yes.
Which is their version, Mexico's version of WrestleMania.
And I need to figure out how to watch this thing. I've never watched.
I'll give you the site.
Well, like, yeah, because I don't even know what time, what day. I don't know anything about this thing right now.
Oh yeah, because anytime we watch like New Japan, it's like we gotta
It's
watch
like
it at 2 a.m., 5 a.m. You know what I mean? Like you gotta stay up to watch this shit. No,
dude. And I remember I did that. What? I definitely did that one time, like a couple times for like New Japan,
like Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, I stayed up all night for like Wrestle Kingdom, and I fell asleep during Wrestle Kingdom because I was up all night.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll figure it out. I'll send you the website, and then we'll watch it. So that's gonna be a huge match because Andrade is amazing.
Oh yeah, he's really really good.
Yeah.
I think seeing him back in Mexico is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and then he's gonna cook, and then Kenny Omega, he's in Mexico. They're gonna let him cook, so it's gonna be a great match.
I can't wait.
Good main
I cannot
event.
wait.
Good main event.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be really awesome.
Wrestling.
So to talk about, well, we're gonna call it what it is: Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yo,
we'll get there. That was the last thing that they had. We'll start from the beginning.
Yeah. We'll work our way through. But yeah, what did you think of this series?
Short.
Very short. It
was only 6 episodes.
I was definitely expecting 8.
I was expecting 8 and even 10.
Yeah. I think WandaVision was 8, right?
Was it?
I think WandaVision was 8.
Yeah, it wasn't
8.
like
Yeah.
But 6, too short.
Yeah.
But good.
It was very good.
It was good. So we start off with the Falcon flying through the window. He breaks the window, and then he's in his new Captain America suit,
which is amazing. His vibranium suit.
He's in his white suit that
the Wakandans gifted it to him.
Yeah, and then he breaks through the window, and then one of the guards say, "Who are you?" And he's like, I'm Captain America." And that was the first time that he acknowledges that he's Captain America.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Really, really good.
And that, I mean, it mimics the comics, so it looks just like the suit looks just like the comics.
I wasn't expecting it to look so much like the comic book suit.
Yeah.
I really thought they were gonna like shortchange us on that.
Very much so. They did a great job.
It looks exactly like the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, so much of this series literally I feel like played out so much like the movie Captain America Winter Soldier, where it's it's the whole like it's like Falcon's version of the kind of like the I don't trust the government, the power is really best left to our hands.
Yeah.
It's in that same kind of mindset of like, yo, like everybody has an agenda. Everybody is, everybody's up to their own thing. Because even at the end, when he was talking to the senators, and and they refer to Carly as I think it was like a terrorist.
Yeah.
As like a terrorist or a thug or something like that. He goes, he's like, yo, we use these phrases, terrorist, thugs, because we don't want to acknowledge what their motives were.
Exactly.
So we just use these words instead. So he was like, yo, he's like, I don't agree with her methods, but I agree with her mission.
Yeah. Why did she do this?
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
so his lecture for
so
yeah,
good.
when he spoke to the GRC leaders in front of
the world. Which I also love because it mimicked so much when John Walker killed the Flag Smasher and the world was watching.
World saw, so they saw,
So it's that same thing as like, yo, like throughout the whole episode, they did a great job of every time you saw Falcon do anything heroic or anything, you always saw people with their phones say, yo, the world is watching him right now. They're watching him as Captain America.
Yeah, that speech, it was a good speech. It was a long speech, and his mission and what he was trying to, get across was that these GRC leaders gotta do better.
Yeah.
And that was exactly what Captain America would do. He would stand up to Nick Fury. He would stand up to Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
And say, you gotta do better. So he is legit. He's the perfect Captain America right now.
100%.
The perfect Captain America.
100%. They've announced a movie.
Yes.
They announced that. So they made the announcement officially now that we will be getting Captain America 4.
Yeah.
With Falcon as Captain America.
Yep.
I love how they teased when he gave his old wings to
what's his name?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but
because he's the one who takes up the Falcon mantle when Falcon becomes Captain America.
Yes.
So
yes, the guy was like, "What do you want me to do with this?" He was like,
"Keep it.
You can keep him."
Yeah, and then you see him at the end. He's like fixing them. So good. So good. Yeah, I'm excited.
Sharon.
Yes,
she was
the power broker. She's a power broker.
Yeah. So after she spoke to the representative, I don't know who that guy was. He was like, "Oh, I'll give you the pardon to come back." Da da da. And then she turns around and she looks at the camera, breaks the fourth wall. She looks at us.
Yeah.
And she smirks.
Yep.
And then she goes outside. She's on the phone, and she's talking to someone.
Yeah.
She was like, "Listen, I have ties to the government. I have all the secrets and weapons."
Yeah.
Who is she talking to? I don't know.
Don't know, but I think she says super soldiers are off the table.
Yeah.
But we now have access to all this other stuff.
Yeah, so it could be leading up to Secret Invasion. But that has a lot to do with the Skrulls.
The Skrulls.
I was gonna say Marty Skrull.
Yeah, no.
Not Marty Skrull. The Skrulls.
Yeah, the Skrulls.
But I don't think she's a Skrull.
No. I don't think she's a
because she used that mesh thing, and that's what Scarlett Johansson used.
Yeah.
And she's not a Skrull. So
and
the Skrulls, they just morph on their own. So
yeah, I don't think she's a Skrull, but yeah, I'm interested to see kind of what I feel like all of her stuff is gonna tie directly into the next Captain America movie.
Yeah.
I think that's where it goes next.
Yeah, for sure.
And then while we're on the topic of Marvel, did you see the U.S. agent? His suit looks like the comic books. He looks stupid as shit.
We don't need a Captain America.
We need a U.S. agent.
And I was like,
yeah. I'm not. I've never been wild about the U.S. agent character. I'll be honest. I'm just like, all right.
But that could lead to
the Thunderbolts,
the Thunderbolt, or the anti-Avenger. I forgot what they called. The Dark Avengers.
Yeah, Dark Avengers
which
and the Thunderbolts. Yeah, he leads the Dark Avengers and he also leads the Thunderbolts.
So that could lead to that, but it's like right now it's minor.
I'm pretty sure though. I'm fairly certain that it will lead to Thunderbolts because we still have Zemo.
Yeah,
Zemo is part of that team, so you have to see kind of like how that plays out. You have to remember, like, Marvel, with the exception of maybe like Killmonger and like Thanos, they don't really kill off their villains.
No.
So you can pretty much assume they're all on that raft.
Yeah.
They're all in that prison. So I think it's gonna end up being, we're gonna get Thunderbolts led by U.S. Agent. Zemo will be on it, and then Zemo kind of plays that character. For those who don't know, Thunderbolts is Marvel's equivalent to the Suicide Squad.
Yes, exactly. And I'm looking forward to. I love Zemo.
Big Zemo guy, this one.
Huge Zemo guy.
Big Zemo guy, this one.
But after that, they did announce the new movies coming out.
Well, they dropped that whole trailer. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes.
That was amazing to see
chills.
you at the movies
I got chills.
with Stan Lee narrating.
Yeah, I got chills.
I love Stan Lee.
So Phase 4, we're looking at, if you guys don't know, we're looking at Black Widow.
Yep.
July 9th of this year. Shang-Chi.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. With the 10 rings.
The Mandarin.
We get the real Mandarin.
They gave
us a fake out in Iron Man 3.
Yep. So now we're getting the real Mandarin.
Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home. Looking forward to that. That's December of this year. Multiverse of Madness.
Yep. That's gonna be really good.
Looking forward to that. Thor: Love and Thunder. Wakanda Forever.
Yo.
So that's next year, but that's
gonna be really good there.
The Marvels. So
yep.
I'm thinking they're gonna use obviously Captain Marvel,
Miss Marvel.
Yep.
And Photon. Yep.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
That's gonna be amazing.
And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's Phase 4.
And
to end with Fantastic Four.
Which I think that's like the big one that they're saving. They're saving that.
Yeah.
Because they haven't told us is it going to be a movie or a show. They haven't given us any information on that just yet.
They got to do this one right.
I feel like it needs to be a series.
You think so?
I think the reason. So here's why I think so. I think so based on just how these series have gone on Disney Plus. So when you think about WandaVision and think about Falcon and Winter Soldier, either one of them could have been a movie.
Yeah, but
either one of them could have been a very long movie.
I agree.
So that's why I'm like, Fantastic Four needs to be a really long movie.
There's a lot to say.
Just make it a show.
I agree. I can agree with that.
Make it a show because there's so much to cover.
Yeah.
And you want to do it right because you don't necessarily have the luxury of just picking up. Like, you're not going to pick up from where it left off last. You can't
for both movies.
It's terrible.
Because also one, Captain America was.
Yep. So in the first one, So the first version of Fantastic Four, Fox's first attempt at it, Chris Evans was the Human Torch.
And then the second one,
Michael B. Jordan was the Human Torch.
Exactly, and he's Killmonger now.
Exactly.
So you can't
do it.
Go back. So they have to really reboot the whole thing.
Exactly. And
I think the show is a good idea.
Yeah, so I would love for that to be a show.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all of this shit.
Yeah, this is
super excited for it.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So next we have what? Low-Key, right?
Low-Key. That starts in June.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be really good. I think I'm really looking forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think that's also another reason why I was so excited when I found out that Suicide Squad 2 was done.
Yeah.
Because I was like, perfect. Now James Gunn can go and work on on Guardians. Because like I'm not here for this DC Universe nonsense y'all are doing. Yeah. Like y'all, are you done playing with them?
Yeah.
Because we kind of want you over here. Okay. There's a thing happening here.
I'm all set, man.
Yeah. So very excited about that. What are we even talking about?
That's it. Nerdgasm right here.
Nerdgasm, big time. Big time nerdgasm. Before we get into the shits. Two things.
Yes.
First, so thinking about 2020 and like 2021, and I think we had mentioned it before, it's like, damn, like 2021 we've been getting a lot of death. Similar to like how 2020 was, and I'm just like, shit, like, So like the last month we had DMX, then we had Shock G, Digital Underground for those who don't know, and then we had Black Rob.
Yeah.
So just real quick, rest in peace, DMX, Shock G, Black Rob. Crazy.
Yeah, back to back to back like that. Like
Yo.
that's wild.
Yeah, like back to back in threes, and they always say it comes
yeah,
in threes.
The big three. Yeah,
Comes in threes.
Yeah, that's true.
And then staying on the topic of hip hop for a little bit, because I'm gonna be wilding on the 14th of May.
I heard.
We got the announcement. J. Cole is coming.
Finally.
His last album was 2018.
Shit.
So we're getting new J. Cole. I feel like the very large artists in hip hop always come together. So TDE, which is Kendrick Lamar's label, they're teasing that they're dropping something next Friday. Or no, this Friday.
Oh.
They're dropping something this Friday on the 7th.
Friday.
Yeah, they're dropping something on the 7th. They teased, the wait is over, is all they said on the 7th. And it's like, well, who is it? What is it? They haven't said anything.
Okay.
So it could be Kendrick Lamar, could be SZA, could be a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that is. I could see a world where it's like the 7th, we get Kendrick Lamar, and then a week later we get J. Cole. Because that would be insane.
Yeah.
But I could see that happening like one after the other. And then if that did happen, I wouldn't be surprised if we got Drake not long after.
Right. Because we've been waiting since February.
The Drake, my understanding is that Drake album is done. So I wouldn't be surprised if Drake just came out and just stepped on all this shit. It was just like, listen, y'all.
Listen. Yeah, I had fun. That was cute.
All right, yo, clear this fucking table.
Yeah.
All right, the boy is here. Clean this up. I'm here. Fuck all this.
And then at some point, midsummer,
hopefully Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak come as well. Yes. So
we've got good music this year. This is a good year for music.
We're getting some good music.
Yeah,
we're definitely getting some good music.
For sure.
All right, so let's get into the sheets.
The nitty gritty.
So I recently, I started watching Woody versus Pharaoh. Is that what it's called?
Alan versus Pharaoh.
Alan versus Pharaoh.
You had it right. Yeah.
Yeah. Alan versus Pharaoh. It's on HBO Max. That shit is wild.
So I've heard about it. I've kind of had a gist of what it was about, and then you told me about it, or I saw it on the list, and then I watched it last night in its entirety, and fuck, dude, it's so much.
So how is Woody Allen not under arrest right now?
Now this goes along with my conspiracy theories that I've been talking about the last few weeks with this pedophilia. And I have a timeline. I took notes when I was watching it of how everything went down.
Do you?
Do you want me to go through it? Or do you want to finish it? He has spoken. I like at the end.
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah, get into it. Okay.
Get into it.
Okay. So this show is called Alan versus Pharaoh.
Yes.
It's on HBO Max. If you guys want to watch it. But I'm pretty much going to tell you what it's about. So.
And it's a nasty watch.
It's a nasty watch. It's a 4-part episode, an hour each, whatever. Okay. So it starts off with Mia Farrow.
Yes.
Right? She's an actress. And she was in things, she was in Rosemary's Baby. It's a horror movie. I think that they did a remake to that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in the original Great Gatsby.
Yes.
She played Daisy.
Okay.
Right? She was an actress. She dated Frank Sinatra in her young years. Right? After that ended, she dated a man by the name of Andre Previn.
Yes.
Right? They had 2 kids.
And that's who. Yeah. That's the father of her kids. And then she also then adopted a bunch of.
So in 1977, Mia and Andre Previn, they adopted Sunyi.
Yes.
Previn. She was from Korea. She was 7 years old at the time. 2 years later, what the fuck was that? What accent was that?
I don't know. You've been around the world for like the last couple of days.
So I don't even know.
Last few weeks you've been traveling a lot. Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know where you picked that one up.
That was wild. All right. 2 years later, that was crazy. Mia met Woody Allen. Right? Woody Allen, huge New York guy. filmmaker,
Actor.
actor, writer, director, producer. He is Mr. New York. Everybody loves him. He's the man. They started dating 2 years after she adopted Sunyi. They made 13 films together. After they met, they started dating. They made 13 films together. Woody made a movie called Manhattan, and it was about a man of his age, about 40 something, mid 40s, dating a 17-year-old girl.
Yep.
And apparently it was about a real life affair that he had with a high school girl.
Yep.
And she came out and she spoke about this. And she was like, "Oh, that." She saw the movie. She was like, "I must be your muse." Like,
yeah.
This is about our life. And all his movies had the same like theme.
Yep.
It was a younger girl, older man who had affairs and blah blah blah, and he tried to make it like it was normal, like it was a normal thing.
Yep, normalizing his fucking nastiness.
Yeah, exactly. In 1985, Mia adopts a baby girl by the name of Dylan. At this time, Woody said he didn't want anything to do with the kids. Yeah, we're dating, but I don't want to see the kids. I don't want to do anything with the kids. Well, he came over one time and he fell in love with Dylan. He got attached. Anytime he would go over, he would go to her. Every time. It was weird. And the things he would do with her, it was just a weird thing. Like, he was so attached to her. He would always find her. And he would do like things that were very inappropriate.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. So they had to go to counseling.
Yep.
And the counselor said, yeah, he doesn't know how to act around kids. So
yeah,
maybe
he doesn't have any kids of his own.
He doesn't have kids, so he doesn't know how to act.
Yeah.
He said, "This is how I express my love." You know, but it was weird. So they said, "Don't leave him around the kids."
Yep.
So she said, she, as in Mia, the mom, said, "Listen, take Suni. She's the older girl, right? Take her to a basketball game."
Yep.
Because he didn't bond with any of the other kids. Take Suni to a basketball game. See how that goes. He took her to a basketball game, and he said verbatim that he liked her company more than he should have. So that started some things. But before that happened, before that incident, before he took it to the games, before he started feeling things towards his girlfriend's adopted daughter, Mia's babysitter, right? So she was taking care of the kids. And she instructed the babysitter, don't let Woody be alone with Dylan. He came over one day and he was like, no, I'm just going to be here. I'm chilling. And the babysitter was doing her own thing. She was whatever. At some point, she realized that Dylan went missing. And she was looking around the house. She was like, I can't find him anywhere. It took 20 minutes. At one point, she found...
Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. She found that Woody, Mr. Allen, was kneeled, right? Had his head down in Dylan's lap. She had no panties on. This is a 7-year-old girl.
Man is nasty, y'all.
He was like huffing and puffing. He was like sniffing.
Nasty.
Like, doing some nasty shit.
Nasty.
Right? And then her mom, all right, so that happened. So she caught her and the babysitter was like, fuck, I didn't see anything. You know, she don't want to believe it. So she walked out scared. A few days later, she called Mia. Or Maya, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Farrell. And she was like, listen, I saw something. You might want to ask Dylan what happened.
Yep.
So she did. So she asked me. She asked Dylan.
Yep.
And she filmed this on the camera. She was like, "Oh, so what happened? What did Daddy do?"
And then she gave like full, pretty much the like breakdown of what happened.
He touched me here. He did this. He took me to the attic. Where were you when you were gone for 20 minutes? Daddy took me to the attic, and I have it verbatim what he said.
Don't do it.
He said, "Yeah, this is when he sexually molested her." He said, "Stop moving. I have to do this." He said, "If you stop moving, I will take you to Paris." This is a 7-year-old girl.
Yo.
7 years old. So she showed blah, blah, blah. That happened. Then they decided to go to the doctors the next day to make sure that she was okay. You know what I mean? And she told the doctors everything that happened.
Yep.
The next day, the doctor called Mia and she said, "Hey, Mia, I had to, as a doctor, I have to tell the cops.
Yep.
So she told the doctor told the cops, and it got out to the public.
Yep.
When that got out to the public, Woody decided to go public and confess his love to Suni, the adopted daughter, to distract them from what was really happening, from that situation. And then he said that Mia was going crazy and concocted the story of this pedophilia because of him having this affair with Suni, her adopted daughter. He wouldn't take a polygraph test, none of that. Like,
nope.
He didn't do any of that. So how that happened, how they got together, this is a lot. It's a lot of shit.
This is nasty.
It's a lot of shit. So how it happened was one day Woody was working in his office, and Suni walked in, and they were alone, and he leaned in and he kissed her, and she was like, "I've been waiting for you to do this." So she was about that. She was about that life, whatever. Apparently, this was happening when she started. She was in high school.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Yeah,
they were saying it started when she was in high school. He said it was the first year of college. So
yeah, well, because he's trying to make sure she's old enough.
Exactly. He wanted to keep it a secret, but obviously things came out. But Mia walked into his apartment one day because one of the kids forgot something, like a coat or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she found Polaroids of Sunyi naked.
Yes.
And they were like these Polaroids, like Playboy bunny type pictures. So that.
How is Woody Allen not like under arrest and like locked up under the jail?
Serious? Under the jail.
Under the jail.
There's so much like proof. And still, so this is I'm like 75% there. So going back to Dylan, a child abuse investigator in Connecticut interviewed Dylan 9 times.
Yep.
To see if she was fit to take a stand. Because they were trying to like convict him. And the doctor said no. That she fantasized the entire thing.
Yeah.
And the mom choreographed.
Yeah.
Because she was upset that he was having an affair with Sunyi. All of the notes from those interviews, 9 interviews, they were gone, destroyed. That never happens.
Yep.
That never happens. So another child abuse investigator in New York by the name of Paul Williams, he took over. And he said that she was fit. Because how does a child know how a finger can go up a vagina? Like she knew, like...
Yeah, no.
How does a child know about, like, molestation?
I think it was also just, like, when the child was, like... When she was like describing the things that were in the apartment, it was like, well, like how else would she describe a mannequin with a wig on or something like that?
A train set, like very descriptive.
Yeah.
And the child wouldn't normally know anything about sex. She's 7 years old. She wouldn't know these things. So he said, yeah, she was fit. So he was trying to take that to trial. He was trying to put it out there. The city of New York fired him.
Yep.
Because Woody had political ties. This was a massive cover-up attempt. And those notes were destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Woody at one point said to Mia, verbatim, "It doesn't matter what's true. What matters is what's believed." That sounds like a pedophile thing to say. Like, why would you say something like that? Right? He sounds like he's awful. So he sued her and wanted to take the children from her because he said she was an unfit mother. As time went on, she won the case, blah, blah, blah. Between 2014 and 2018, Dylan, she would continue the fight and come out with articles and interviews to shed more light on the issue. Try to put him down, but no one will listen.
Nope.
Because everybody... From Scarlett Johansson, from Emma Stone. They would praise this man because he's Woody Allen.
He's Woody.
He's Mr. New York.
Allen.
He made so much money for New York and the movie industry. Like, you can't. These Hollywood peds, they have so much power and they can do whatever they want.
Sounds like the name of like a horrible sports team, the Hollywood Peds.
The Hollywood Peds, yeah. They would praise this guy as a genius. So in 2020, when the Me Too movement came out, there was a lot of people that came out and talked about their issues and what happened. So people started to believe her. And that's pretty much the end of it. So Woody has yet to be prosecuted. Nothing has or probably will not happen to Woody.
No.
Woody Allen and Suni, actually, they're still married and have 2 kids, and they're living freely.
Yo, that's honestly just, it's sick. Prayers to that family, man.
Yeah.
Like, prayers to Dylan, prayers to Mia Farrow, like prayers to that family who has to just who endured all that, like, just monstrosity.
Yeah.
Prayers to them. I can't fathom.
We have to start believing not the accused,
the accusers,
the accuser, the victims.
Yeah.
We have to start believing them, man. Because, man, as a little girl, I was watching this, I cried.
Yeah.
Because when she was saying, like, Daddy touched me, he shouldn't have.
Well,
done
they
that.
showed because they showed the video of
they
her,
showed the video,
of the little girl, her as a little girl saying
footage.
it.
There's footage. How is he not prosecuted?
Yeah, it's so nasty.
I cried because she's a little girl. What does she know?
Yeah, it's
and if she said it happened multiple times, because okay, there's one question that Mia, the mom, asked her. She was like, "Did he take your panties off?" And she said no. She was like, "So he didn't take your panties off?" And she said no. And she was like she's being truthful. He didn't take my panties were already off.
Yeah.
Right? So she's being truthful about that. If she's being truthful about that, she's telling the truth about everything else.
Well, it's because kids don't have the ability. They don't really know how to be deceitful.
No.
They don't have that.
I didn't have my panties on, but he did put his face in my lap and he was sniffing.
Nasty. Prayers.
Nasty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
nasty. The Hollywood peds.
Yeah, and yeah. I don't even know. I have no words.
Death to all the peds.
Death to all the pets.
Death to all the peds.
That's how you know that these people have so much power, man. Woody Allen, there's proof, there's video.
Well, dude, yeah, that happens a lot, and it makes me think of like the Harvey Weinstein situation where it was like he wasn't held accountable for any of it until he was like he's old. He's like pretty much old and near dead now.
So why does it matter?
Like he's old
about
and
to die
near dead.
anyway.
And it's like, of course, I do. You know, there is some solace found in the fact that he's gonna die in prison, but like, it shouldn't take this long.
It should not take that long. Man.
It shouldn't take this long. You know, someone shouldn't have this much power to be able to, you know, push against some of these things.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that go through this, and it's never someone you don't know. It's always someone that's close to you, and this shows that you need to speak out, and really, because there's a lot of people that go through the same thing. So really, let people know what you're going through. Talk about it, and we gotta find a solution because this is sick, man.
Yeah, it's really,
and it's
really
never
sick.
It's never a stranger. It's always someone in your circle. It's always family. It's always like it's the worst thing. Someone who held your hand to cross the street. Someone who hugged you and loved you. You know, this angers me, man.
Yeah, no, it's fucking terrible.
I'm about to become a vigilante, start killing these people myself.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah?
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go kill pedos with you, bro. Yeah. I missed you, man.
I watched these. I miss you too, man. I watched these YouTube videos of these guys who they pose as these little girls on the. It's like Chris Hansen.
Yeah, but they're like fucking. But they're like freelancers.
They're freelancers. They're vigilantes. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing stuff like that.
And just like starting to like capture.
Yeah.
Just start to like.
Also, I mean, it's good content, but also we get them off the street.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. It's not off the table.
That'll be our Patreon.
Yeah, it could be.
It's not.
It could be.
It won't be.
People would want to see us get these guys off the street.
I'm not putting that. Oh my goodness. All right.
We'll talk about it offline.
We'll talk about it. We'll have a meeting about that.
Offline. But if we kill them, we don't post it.
Yeah. No, we won't post that. We won't post murders on our Patreon. All right. Well, I think that's all. That's all I've got.
This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, we actually covered everything on the topic list. Look at that. It's crazy.
Cootie's sleeping.
Yeah, right? All right, well, Sammy, take us away.
Some ships are wooden ships. Those ships sank. But some ships are friendships. And to those ships,
We drink. Cheers.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Happy to have you back.
Thanks, man. Happy to be back. Happy to be back someday.